Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Cesar Cornejo, weather rate certified 10 years in a row.
Cesar, I know you have the crystal ball. I'm not going to ask you about the Super Bowl tomorrow, but maybe the weather? Can we talk about the weather?
Well, yeah, Nick, we'll have some great weather, especially as we close out this weekend. A little taste of spring, but then we'll go right back into winter, and I'll explain how in just a moment. But this evening, look at that, a beautiful clear sky where we can see the waxing gibbous moon that Scott Taylor took here from the Salt Lake Valley. Amazing. And we can still see all of those clear skies as well over and towards the Wasatch. Back here from Park City Mountain, you can see a beautiful clear sky, not a cloud in sight. And that's really what we expect to really see as that inversion still hangs around thanks to that high pressure system, which means another hazy close out to the weekend. We'll still stay warming up for a little bit, and winds also will start to pick up. And by the time we look towards the middle of the week, finally some wet weather. It's been quite a while, especially after that one little lake enhancement event, but otherwise just relatively dry. And most of the time it's due to high pressure sitting over top of the Great Basin, just like this, not really allowing any kind of moisture to move on in, allowing for inversion to set up. Cooler temperatures, especially towards the evening, like right now as we continue to cool down from those 50s and 40s and even 60s in southern Utah to now 40s and even some 30s and 20s throughout parts of the Beehive State. Tomorrow, again, that inversion will allow us to have that moderate air quality. The Uinta Basin, we will stay in the green, not expecting to see much in the way of haze. But when we look at what we're exactly tracking besides that haze still building up, well, the winds will pick up. Gap winds are possible by Monday for southern Utah. We'll continue into Tuesday as well. But then we have another winter system that starts to move in. Still a little bit iffy on the timing, but it's looking a little better towards that Tuesday into Wednesday time frame. And then the snow amounts, just how much we are expected to get, still a little bit on the teeter-tottering side thanks to this one cold front timing. But high pressure still sitting over top of us. That shoots off towards the southeast. We have our next system moving in, and that's the cold front. We need that cold air to really penetrate in and allow itself to really sit in so that we start to accumulate snow towards the valleys. But once that moves on through, the inversion will blow away. We'll have some snow hanging around and a little bit of a disturbance once again, just really hanging around and bringing us a little bit more unsettled weather. Looking at the regional forecast for tonight and tomorrow, temperatures still hanging around that freezing mark for many areas for our lows, and then by the time we get to the highs, above average temperatures, 5 to 10 degrees warmer for most areas. Looking at St. George's 7-day forecast, near the 70s, if not 70, until we get to about Tuesday. That's where we can see a possible shower, but also windy conditions. Gap winds are possible for those usually prone areas. Wasatch Front, we'll have the haze tomorrow, as well as parts of Monday. As we have that warming up with the winds picking up as well, we'll see that the inversion starts to clear out, and then snow chances start to become possible by Tuesday and lingering into Wednesday. Nick, over to you.